Hi, I'm Em, and this is the Knit You Up vlog. Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back. I'm Em, a knitter and designer living in British Columbia, Canada, and this is my cozy little corner of the internet. Today I have a fun little mini-sode for you. We're going to talk about fall knitting plans because yes, it's only August, but it's always good to think ahead, plan out some projects, and I am super excited about what I'm sharing today. Not only am I revisiting some of my favorite patterns in these plans, there is also a sneak peek, super sneaky peek at potentially a new upcoming design of mine, and a very exciting new publication that I will be sharing with you. So it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be short and sweet. Buckle up, let's dive in. So first off, I should announce that the testing period for my newest pattern, the Capilano socks, has officially ended, and the pattern will be released, drum roll please, August 14th. I'm so excited. I have the pattern all edited and ready to go. I've seen so many cute socks come out of the test call. I can't even speak, I'm so excited. Everybody has had amazing feedback. My testers were the best testers I ever could have hoped for. Everybody was so lovely and patient with me and my math, because let me tell you, there were a lot of numerical errors, which honestly, pretty usual for me. But my testers were real troopers. They stuck through it. They very kindly pointed out all of my errors and waited while I fixed it up. And the result is awesome. I am so happy to see them all with their finished socks. And I can't wait for you guys to all be able to cast on as well. So write that date down, August 14th. Give me a follow over on Instagram, because that will be where I'm posting updates and everything a little bit more frequently. So I just had to mention that. Obviously, I'm super excited about it. It's not a fall plan for me, but it is an upcoming date that you should definitely make note of if you are a sock knitter. Okay, so let's move on to actual fall plans. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is the Stella quilt cushion. I don't have any yarn here, so I'll put up a photo of the yarn that I'm hoping to use for it. If you are a previous vlog watcher of mine, you may recognize this yarn. I talked about it in an episode maybe a month or so ago, and I was hoping to cast it on over the summer and get it done because I love this color combo that I put together. It's with Pigment and Plies Witcher mini skein collection. But I was on a bit of a yarn ban and I need to buy yarn for the main color. So it was put on hold, but I am excited to work on it, and I can't wait to be able to pick up those main color skeins and cast on. So that got moved from a summer project to a fall project. I'm still super stoked. I can't wait. I love the color combo. Speaking of the Witcher mini collection, you may recall in the episode where I talked about the Stella quilt cushion plans, there were three mini skeins that didn't quite go with the colors in our bedroom, which is where the Stella quilt cushion that I'm going to make is going to live. And these ones, they are beautiful, but this one is just too light. There's not enough contrast between that and the cream that I'm going to use. And then these two, again, gorgeous, love the variegation, love the different colors, but they just didn't go in our room. Our room is primarily like pink and green kind of tones. So this just kind of stood out, especially with all of the green that are in the skeins for the Stella quilt cushion that I picked out. But I was, sad not to use these. So I came up with a plan for them. It's very exciting. It is going to be an upcoming design, so I'm not going to say anything too much yet, but it is something that I knit last year that I will be writing up into a pattern this year, and there will be a tester call for it, hopefully before fall. We'll see, maybe like September time. Because of course I have to knit one more sample, and this is going to be that sample. So I'm very excited. Maybe have a scroll through Instagram, try to see if you can figure out what it might be. But yes, I'm just so excited to use these colors because they're so pretty, they're so cute, and I think it'll make a cute little fade. So my thing is just, do I go from light to dark or dark to light? And I know I'm not telling you what I'm doing, so you can't really answer that, but let me know if you typically prefer fades that are dark to light or light to dark, because I can't decide yet. All right, next up, I have these two skeins from ZZ Textiles. I've talked about them previously because they arrived just in time for me to film a vlog episode, again, a couple of months ago. You can go find that video. I'll have it linked up here, but if you're watching on like a TV or something, it is titled ZZ Textiles Love Fest, because I just could not stop talking about Rachel's beautiful yarn. Anyway, I ordered these two skeins in her color U, with the intention of knitting my partner and I matching North Shore beanies. I know it's super cheesy, but I think it'll be so cute, and I just love this color. And because of that, I thought, why not do a North Shore beanie knit along this fall? So I'm thinking that'll run for like the whole month of October. I don't have any clear dates set out yet. Of course, I will update YouTube, I will update Instagram, so keep your eyes peeled for further announcements. But I think it would be super fun to do a North Shore beanie knit along, and I love knitting the pattern. Like, I think I have 5 North Shore beanies of my own. So do I need another one? No. Am I going to knit another one so my partner and I can match? Absolutely I am. I love it so much. I can't wait. I think these will be the perfect neutral toque for the winter. It'll go with everything. It'll look so sleek. I'm really excited for it. And I hope that you will join along as well and knit a North Shore beanie with me. It'll work for the North Shore Beanie Classic, which is the sport weight, which is what I have here. And it'll go for the North Shore Beanie Worsted as well. As long as you're casting on one of those, you're in the cal. So again, I will update more information in the future, but I just want to keep that kind of in your periphery. It's coming. I'll have more information soon. So the next project I'm going to talk about is a pattern that is an all-time favorite of mine. I shared it in the favorite pattern roundup minisode a long time ago, and I had mentioned in that video that I had ordered yarn for this specific project. I am, of course, talking about the Sizzle Pop shawl. It is a gigantic commitment for me because I am a super slow knitter and I don't knit a lot of 2-color brioche. So, you know, it was a struggle the first time around to learn how to do it, but I really, really loved the process of knitting it. I love the finished outcome. So I know I need another one in my closet. And I did order some yarn specifically for it. This was from the Mesomakes Vine collection, or Do It for the Vine collection. This was back, I want to say in early spring that she released this. It was a pre-order. And I saw this one, the main skein here. It's called God and Anime, and I was like, I know exactly what I want to knit with that, and it was the Sizzle Pop shawl. I did get it as a sock set. I don't know what this one is called. It is LIMVWB. It's another Vine reference. Can't remember off the top of my head what that is, has been shortened from. But I couldn't resist. It's such a great color. I thought it would be good for socks or for some color work. So I did order the sock set, but I will just be using the main skein for the Sizzle Pop shawl. And I had some yarn in stash that I thought would work perfectly. So I'm just gonna pull out this mini skein so it's not distracting. So this is what I'm thinking as a color combo. Let me see if I can, there we go. I mean, how good is that? I know it'll be kind of like low contrast when it's finished, but I think they just complement each other so well. And I love that this one is more speckly and this one is more like stripy, and they carry some of the same colors. I think it'll be so, so good. So this one is Paradise from Twisted Ambitions Yarns. And I actually picked it up when I was in London with the purpose of knitting a different shawl with it. It was kind of going to be like an ombre shawl. But then as soon as I saw God and Anime on Kate's Instagram, I knew this was meant to happen. And I love the different colors. And I just think it's gonna look so good and kind of like very autumnal, but still kind of fruity. It's like an apple orchard and a pear orchard combined, you know? And I live in an area of British Columbia that has a lot of orchards. So this it felt right. It felt like they were meant to go together. So I'm really, really excited. I have so many things on the docket for fall, so I don't know if I will be able to commit to this, but I am so, so, so hopeful because I just feel like, again, these colors and the 2-color brioche of this Sizzle Pop shawl, I want it so bad. So fingers crossed that I can get to those, because that is, oh, I can't even express how excited I am. Okay, I have one more thing to talk about, and it is super exciting. So a few weeks ago, I was approached by one of the workers at Knit in Toronto. It's a knitting supply store and yarn shop out of Toronto, so another Canadian city. And they asked if I would be interested in previewing a pattern and their upcoming book. And I said, yes, absolutely, because let me tell you, the patterns that they are teasing that are coming out in this book are gorgeous. So they sent over a pattern for me. I'll put a picture up here. It's called the Aureliano, and I just fell in love with the shape, the high neck. You guys know I love a cute little high neck. The color work, I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I am looking forward to previewing the rest of the patterns in the book as well. So let me tell you about this book. It is called Memory Lane, and it is written and designed by the owner of Knit, Claudia, and it is published in partnership with Len Magazine. Memory Lane is all about how our knitwear gets infused with memory and meaning. So there's lots of motifs, lots of color work, some embellishment even, which is something that I have never tried to do in knitting. So I'm really excited to get my hands on the book and check out what they've chosen to do. But I fell in love with the messaging of the book, of like infusing your knits with memories and with love, and you know, creating these beautiful pieces that we will cherish forever and ever, because I really do think that is a huge part of knitting, right? You're putting a little bit of yourself into everything that you knit and infusing it with love and fun memories and, you know, a genuine care for this project. So I fell in love with the idea of the book. I fell in love with this sweater that they sent the pattern over for, so I immediately started stash diving. So the Aureliano sweater is knit holding 2 strands of mohair together, and very luckily, I have just enough mohair in stash that I could create the perfect autumnal Aureliano. So let me show you. This is my color combo. And I mean, if this, oh, let me turn this around. If this doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. So let me walk you through it. I am thinking my main color will be this tinsel mohair from Sandnesgarn. It is in the color wine red. And then I'm not sure yet which motif is going to be which, but the other two colors that take up more yarn will be these two skeins from ZZ Textiles. This one is in oak and this one is in Malabar in autumn. I can't decide yet which motif I want to assign, so I do have to do a bit of swatching, which I know, shocking, I am not a swatcher. I am famously not a swatcher, but I think I will have to do a little bit of swatching just to determine how I like that. But I mean, those colors, they were made for each other. And I know again that I'm going for something here between oak and the wine red. It's low contrast, but I like it because they have two distinct tones to them. So I think it'll create a really cohesive fabric that just kind of almost shimmers in the light, you know, because of that slight difference in undertone and everything, but they're still at the same like depth of tone. So I think it'll create kind of an optical illusion, and I like that idea. So those three, and then I was scouring my stash for the perfect mix, and I came across this, which is a new addition. This is the Camarose Midnight Soul. It's actually an alpaca, not a mohair. And I had bought it for another project, but I bought more than I needed. So I have enough for the Aureliano sweater. And what sold it for me was, look at that. It's picking up on those mauve tones in Malabar and autumn. So again, it just felt like kismet, you know? So let me try to hold this all up again. I'm so clumsy. Oh my God. Here we go. These are my yarn choices for the Aureliano sweater. I'm waiting to cast on. We're doing some traveling this month. We're going to Flock Fiber Festival in Seattle, and we're going to Knit City in Calgary. So I'm not bringing, I feel like double strand of mohair for a colorwork sweater, that's like so many skeins of mohair. That seems like a recipe for disaster when you're traveling. So this will be getting cast on once I'm back and home and settled after my travels. But I am so excited. My fingers are itching to cast on and do some swatching. So who knows, maybe I'll do some swatching beforehand, but I'm very excited about that project. And I am super excited to have been offered this opportunity to preview this book. Because again, it's an exciting time. I love all of the designs that I've seen sneak peeks of on their Instagram. Make sure you're following them on Instagram for all the updates. And excitingly, I have a pre-order date to share with you. So the book Memory Lane is open for pre-orders August 13th. I highly recommend go take a look at their Instagram, check out the patterns. There's some really nice designs in here. They are size inclusive up to, I think, a 66-inch bust. So go have a look. And if you like what you see, head on over to that pre-order August 13th. I'll post about it on my Instagram as well, just with a little reminder. But I am really excited about this book. I can't wait to receive it and be able to look through all of the patterns. And I'm sure that I will have like 6 other projects to add to my fall knitting list, which is dangerous and I think overly hopeful for my knitting skills. Anyway, just to repeat again, August 13th, pre-order for Memory Lane. Go check it out. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this cute little mini-sode. It was super short and sweet, so I hope you enjoyed it. There's a couple of key dates in there, so make sure that you wrote those down, set a reminder. Capilano socks coming out August 14th. Memory Lane pre-orders opening August 13th. It's gonna be a busy, exciting week. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you are interested in knitting any of these patterns as well, what your fall knitting plans are. Are you hoping to sign up for the North Shore Beanie Cal? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you.